What if I told you that the technology behind Ripple's XRP could actually replace the global SWIFT banking network, the backbone of how trillions of dollars move across borders every single day? Some people say it's inevitable. Others say it's impossible. But here's the truth. The battle between Ripple and SWIFT is heating up, and it could change the future of international payments forever. In this video, I'm going to break down whether Ripple really has a chance to replace SWIFT, what the banks are doing behind the scenes, and why this fight could either make XRP skyrocket or prove that SWIFT is here to stay. To understand this debate, let's first break down what SWIFT is and why it matters. SWIFT, or the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, is a messaging network used by over 11,000 financial institutions across 200+ countries. It doesn't move money directly. Instead, it sends secure messages between banks to tell them how to settle transactions. The problem is, SWIFT is slow. Cross-border transfers can take 1 to 5 days to clear. It's expensive, with high fees and hidden charges that cut into transactions. And it's centralized, controlled by a consortium of banks, vulnerable to censorship or exclusion, which we've seen happen with sanctioned countries. This is where Ripple comes in. Ripple offers a blockchain-based solution using its XRP ledger and on-demand liquidity technology. Instead of sending just a message, Ripple can actually settle value in seconds with near-zero fees using XRP as a bridge currency. Ripple claims this could dramatically cut costs, eliminate intermediaries, and make cross-border payments faster, cheaper, and more inclusive. On paper, Ripple sounds like the perfect SWIFT killer. But before we jump to conclusions, we need to look at the facts. Are banks really adopting Ripple? How does SWIFT's upgraded technology compare today? And what's stopping Ripple from taking over the financial world? When we look at adoption, SWIFT is still the global standard. More than 11,000 financial institutions are connected, and most compliance systems are built around it. Plus, SWIFT has upgraded its own network with GPI, Global Payments Innovation, which allows tracking and faster settlements. Many payments now settle same day, although intermediaries still add friction. Ripple's on-demand liquidity, meanwhile, enables near-instant settlement without the need for pre-funding Nostro, Vostro accounts, which is a huge cost saver. But liquidity on some currency pairs can still be shallow, meaning slippage can increase costs during large transactions. Banks also trust SWIFT's compliance infrastructure. It has decades of sanction screening, AML/KYC integrations, and regulatory familiarity. Ripple has been building bank-grade compliance, but some institutions remain cautious, especially after Ripple's SEC lawsuit, which led to XRP being delisted from US exchanges for a while. Then there's performance. Ripple clearly wins on speed and cost in many corridors, but SWIFT has improved its user experience significantly with GPI's tracking features and transparency. Both are also adopting ISO 2022 standards to enable richer data and better reconciliation. Even central banks are experimenting with CBDCs, and both SWIFT and Ripple are working on interoperability solutions to connect digital currencies to payment networks. Partnership-wise, Ripple has landed remittance companies, regional banks, and fintechs, especially in APAC and Latin America, where cross-border payments are slow and expensive. SWIFT, however, remains deeply entrenched in trade finance, high-value settlements, and treasury operations. The reality is, Ripple has carved a niche where it is most competitive, but replacing SWIFT entirely would take time and massive buy-in from global Tier 1 banks. There are also risks. Regulatory clarity is still a work in progress, especially in the United States, and without it, many big banks will hesitate to adopt XRP for large-scale settlement. Liquidity depth must grow for ODL to handle truly massive transactions without slippage. And banks are notoriously slow to rip and replace existing infrastructure. They usually prefer incremental upgrades like SWIFT GPI. Competition is also fierce. Stellar, JPM Coin, and other DLT-based solutions are offering alternatives, while SWIFT itself continues to modernize. So what does the future look like? There are three main scenarios. In the most bullish case, Ripple's ODL achieves global adoption. Tier 1 banks integrate XRP for settlement, and SWIFT becomes obsolete or partners with Ripple. XRP demand surges, and its price reflects its role as the global liquidity bridge. In the middle scenario, Ripple coexists with SWIFT, dominating specific corridors where it offers clear cost advantages, while SWIFT continues to handle most interbank flows. XRP sees steady adoption and growth, but doesn't completely take over the market. In the most bearish scenario, regulatory or competitive headwinds limit Ripple's expansion to niche corridors, and SWIFT plus other competitors keep their dominance. XRP still has use cases, but its impact remains smaller than the hype. No matter which scenario plays out, one thing is clear. The future of global payments is faster, cheaper, and more transparent. Whether Ripple fully replaces SWIFT, coexists with it, or remains niche, the trend is toward real-time settlement and interoperability. For XRP holders, this is both an opportunity and a test of patience. Adoption at scale takes time. So, will Ripple replace SWIFT? The answer might not be yes or no. It might be that both end up working together to transform cross-border payments forever. The important thing is to stay informed, watch adoption metrics, and follow the regulatory landscape closely. Now I want to hear from you. Do you believe Ripple will eventually replace SWIFT, or will they coexist? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one, and I'd love to see what this community thinks. If this video gave you clarity, smash that like button. It really helps more people discover this analysis. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. I post deep dive videos like this every single day, so you can stay ahead of the biggest trends in crypto and global finance.